All right, friends. Happy Friday to you. Another one. We get another Friday. I'm very excited. I'm excited about this weekend because I'm going to do what I'm essentially calling the EP weekend, Attack of the EPs. I don't know, whatever. I have all these little projects that have been piling up on my list to sit down and react to sit down with, go over, enjoy. And EPs, short projects, play this little game in my mind because I think, oh, sweet, it's short. I'll get to that anytime I want because it's super easy to get to because it's short. But then also I go, well, I don't want to just only do that on a Friday because, I gotta do my job, right? I gotta do my job. I can't just half-ass it on a Friday one day, right? And so these little projects are always stuck in this loop of, oh, it's short, so I can do it anytime I want. But I don't want to do it on a Friday because I got to do a full project on Friday. So then I just never do them. So here we go. We're going to start with Lil Uzi Vert. He dropped this EP, Maverick Almost Forever, last Friday. I guess it was his birthday last Friday. And it was like an odd time. It's like midday or in the afternoon or some shit like that. It was kind of just an odd time that it came out. So it was a bit of a surprise drop. And then something was going on. He was at Lollapalooza and he got there late and he had to cancel the show. But then he did make it and did do his show. Anyway, I don't know. So this will be the first of the EPs that I'm listening to this weekend, of which I'm going to do many. I have a list here. Here, I'll just do this. There. There's no way you'll be able to see that. That list is not complete. It's just what I'm considering, what I'm looking at. I'm not going to say anything about what I'm going to listen to for the rest of the weekend. I want to do a couple today. Couple tomorrow, at least one on Sunday. We're going to a birthday party Sunday. But yeah, going to try and get through some projects that I've been interested in, other people have been talking about, and so on. With Lil Uzi Vert, I want to mention something that came up, I don't know, it was like 2 months ago on the Twitters. Don't go on Twitter, it's a waste of time. But the NFR podcast, Lou and Anthony, Lou got everyone all up in a tizzy because he said Lil Uzi Vert is not a top 100 rapper. Which, of course, everyone started arguing over. And however you feel about him and his rapping ability, to me, whatever, right? I'm not trying to say anything about Lil Uzi Vert at all. But really, to me, rapper means something specific. Like, you can be a great rapper, but have terrible lyrics. You can be a great writer, but not rap them in a way that's interesting to listen to. You can have kind of mediocre rapping ability and not great lyrics and have a very catchy song that's a big hit. All of these things are independent of themselves, very independent of themselves. So when I think of rapper, I think of the vocal ability, the vocal performance, not lyrics. I know that rapping and writing very much overlap. I understand that. Rhyming schemes is a big part of rapping. What you're saying is a big part of rapping, but rapping, to me, strictly rapping, is the vocal performance that someone can put on. And of course, we all have our preferences of the kind of style that we like. You know, there are people out there that don't like the really fast, sped up type of rapping. I get a little bored if somebody's kind of in the same lane, the same tone. Like, I like a lot of variation and movement in the rapping that's going on. But yeah. I don't know. The whole thing was just kind of interesting to me because I don't really care how you feel about any artist, really. It's the terminology that we're using, the definitions that we're using to have these arguments. I feel like people forget that just because you have a great song doesn't mean the rapping on that specifically is amazing, or that the writing is amazing, or that amazing writing and rapping now makes an amazing song. Because I've heard some amazing songs in terms of what's being said and how it's being said, but I'm not really interested in listening to it because it's just not that catchy, you know? It's a weird thing, this blend between entertainment and art when it comes to music. Anyway, let's get into the EP. Maverick, Almost Forever, 8 tracks, 23 minutes, came out last week. People are saying it's pretty fucking good. We're so back, as so the internet term goes. Let's drop into track 1, Maverick Intro. We got Super Mario, Ronnie J, Vanexi, One Alex, and Frank Dukes are producing on this one. Hero dropping into the new EP, Maverick Intro.
Life should be crazy. crazy. Grown ass man was just a baby. Old friends hating this and maybe.
Grown ass man was just a baby.
Off of me, I get wavy. I'm lazy, choosing my grade. No money, my parents probably ain't your savings. My crib in the sky, this shit is safe haven. Life should be crazy. Grown ass man was just a baby. Old friends hating this and maybe. I just spent the.
I gotta pause. That's a great line. The money in my pants, probably in your savings. So the amount of money that you have in the bank that you're trying to save and hold on to for, like, you know, when something goes wrong, that's what I've got in my pants right now. That's fucking funny. That is funny as fuck.
Off of me, I get wavy. I'm lazy, choosing my grade. No money, my parents probably ain't your savings. My crib in the sky, this shit is safe haven. I know I don't own her. Yeah, she give me head like the diploma. Yeah, her skin is all over. She grabbing this shit like a token. I'm rap by this, she bending over. She grabbing the chest and they choking. She staring me straight up like a soldier. She falling right over my shoulder. I know I don't own her. Yeah, she give me head like the diploma. Yeah, her skin is all mocha. She grabbing this shit like a token. I'm rap by this, she bending over.
I like the little downturn on the production here.
She staring me straight up like a soldier. She falling right over my shoulder. Shit, I'm confident, I'm rich, you know I'm
drop out there.
Bentley continent, you know it's built up like it's Mad Max. I'm the tricks, my wrist, you know I went and got my swag back. Hanging with no bitch if I ain't already tagged that.
I like that they're playing with the production. I really like what they're doing with production.
I just spent the light 80 off of me. I get wavy.
This is I'm liking the production side quite a bit. I feel like I can just see him fucking around with the pads. Although I don't know how much people do that these days. I don't know. I really don't know when it comes to actually producing how much is just being done on the computer versus. But there was one section in that verse where it was like doom doo 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 or something like that. I don't remember exactly how the beat goes, but I just feel like I can doo 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 doo. You know, seeing somebody just. And I hope they're doing that. I really hope that's a thing. I really hope they're just something like that, right? Of just fucking around on the pads, playing the pads in a sense. I don't know. To me, there's more of just a natural feel to it, and I really like that organic kind of movement. Sometimes with production, with hip hop, what is it? Loop it and leave it, right? And sometimes when you have a good cold hard beat, you got to do that, right? Just create this amazing foundation for the rapper to come on top of and do their thing. But man, there's just something to be said when the production just kind of moving around, a little flourish, a little thing here and there. It makes it interesting for me to listen to. Cool intro.
Life should be crazy. Grown ass man was just a baby. Old friends hating this and maybe.
Old friends hating this and maybe.
I'm lazy, choosing my grade. No money, my parents probably ain't your savings. My crib in the sky, this shit is safe haven. I look at my comment, most of the niggas that probably be hating can't even afford a rollie. Whoa, why they little bitch tryna do me? Why they niggas tryna find me? Why they niggas tryna lie me? Life should be crazy. Grown ass man was just a baby. Old friends hating this and maybe. I just spent the light 80 off of me. I get wavy. I'm lazy, choosing my grade. No money, my parents probably ain't your savings. My crib in the sky, this shit is safe haven.
I apologize because I'm gonna get like kind of dark and moody here. I've been feeling this way, you guys. She asked me why I'm hurt, because I'm the one stuck here on this earth. Why am I hurting? I told her because I'm stuck on earth. You know, I don't know how to phrase this in a way that doesn't sound like dark, but lately I've just been feeling like, yeah, kind of trapped here. And it's not like I don't want to be here. It's not like I want to, go to Mars or anything like that, but it's just like every fucking day, here's another 20,000 acres that's on fire. Here's another airstrike that set an oil facility on fire and just black smoke, just plumes in every fucking day, man. Another batch of school kids got murdered. Like, just fuck. More flock cameras are going up. American Congress did another thing that's just absolutely fucking stupid. That's only designed to screw the rest of the people over. Like, and it's all me, because my outlook, I try to be a positive person, but generally in my mind, it's a very pessimistic view. And that's something I fight with all the time. Most of the things I say on these videos to try and cheer you guys up, I'm saying it to me. I'm trying to remind myself, calm the fuck down. It's not all death and doom and darkness and it's over. But man, some days it just feels like that. It feels like that. Where the fuck do we go? Where do we go? How do we get away from this? And maybe really the answer is that's not the answer. The answer is not to run. The answer is to fight. Fight in elections by voting, supporting candidates, protesting, organizing, whatever it is, right? Whatever it is. But man, right now, it just feels like world leaders running amok and other world leaders doing absolutely nothing to stop them. Other world leaders kind of working in the background as proxies to let these other people do stupid stuff in their favor. It just feels like the wrong people are at the controls right now. The wrong people are at the controls. And I don't know what to do. Well, I already said what to do. Really, the truth is too, and this is another reason, this is on me still, and I'm just going to say this to own it because it's fucking true. I wish it weren't, but I don't want to fight. I don't want to. I'm stuck in this idea of it shouldn't have to come to that. And I think that's true in that it shouldn't have to come to that. Sure, it shouldn't, but that's what I want to happen doesn't mean that's what reality is. How things ought to be doesn't mean that's how they're going to be. And you look at human history, man, it's just a mess of people having to fight for what they actually are supposed to have, right? I hope I'm just wrong. We'll see. Anyway, there you go. Sorry to bring the mood down after track 1. There you go. That stuck out to me a lot, man, right there. She asked me why I'm hurt. Because I'm the one stuck here on Earth. I don't know what Lil Uzi Vert means by that, how he feels, but I've been going through that shit lately, last couple weeks, big time. Let's move on. Let's try and lighten the mood. Track 2 is called Go. Z Going Crazy is the producer. Drop it into 2, go. Track 1 gets a heart. Good intro. I like how this is starting already.
On this beat, will they let me or will they just reject me? Like me when I'm flexy, she said that shit too sexy. I think you should get glad, get back just like hefty.
A trash bag reference.
Text her back like yes please. She better go neck deep, delete all her text when she texts me. Cause I had her bestie, I like to her say she ain't messy. Been killing the game for generations like ooh, don't need an XD. Speaking of XD,
interesting beat.
my hair where her chest be. Go. Now she don't go.
Oh, cool.
Money on go. At your go. Play doh. Go. Bang roll. Go. Stay roll. Go. Chain clothes. I tell him my body, my soul, yeah, with my flesh. Remember the days when I was broke, no, nobody checked me. No, you know I be talking in code. It's usually diamonds and all the rest hours, but nowadays I gotta go. Nowadays I gotta go. Go.
Yeah.
Now she don't go. Money on go.
Yeah. Love the mingling here of the vocals and the production. Just a good dance, a good play, a good weaving of the two where it's just kind of, you hear vocals, you hear a little production, vocals, production, good dance.
Shout out my family on yellow diamond be hitting like Katie Go. I need to see what my family on. But that bitch put up, she ain't got panties on. No panties, I know she on. I'm Brazy Antonio.
No panties, I know she on go. I suppose that is a pretty good green light indication. I like it's very kind of like effervescent, like carbonated fizz, just bubbly light bouncing around. Yeah. I like Go quite a bit. That's good. That's a cool song. Just fun. Does it drop into 3? It does. Very nice. Okay. I'm looking forward to that. at the beginning, I was talking about the difference between rapping and writing and a good song, a catchy song, whatever, right? All these. I feel like Go is a good example of something that I enjoy because of its overall vibe, right? Lil Uzi Vert, in terms of his rapping, it's kind of, I would say, slightly, I was going to say like slightly unorthodox, but really, when it comes to rapping and somebody's flow and how they do their vocals, I very much think of a drummer. Well, often I compare rapping to the guitar, right, and how people play. But that's more to like make an analogy for style, because there are certain styles of playing a guitar, just like there's certain styles of rapping, and they're all important. They're all important. Fucking thrash metal is just as important as a fucking heavy, beefy, slow, stomping riff, man. They all have their place. But when I think of rapping in terms of serving a song, I start to compare it more to the drums, because drummers, they can do all kinds of incredibly complicated, intricate rhythm patterns and heavy beats and all sorts of shit, but it's got to serve the song. So in this example, in terms of Lil Uzi Vert and his rapping, I feel like the style that he's doing for the vocals matches the energy of the song. It's very playful, it's bouncy, it's moving around, just like the production is. The song itself, because of that, is pretty catchy and I like it. Lyrically, I don't give a fuck. Lyrically, I'm kind of reading along as he's great, okay, great, whatever. There's a couple lines in here that I thought were funny, but like overall, lyrically don't matter. So if you get into this debate of best rapper, how would you qualify this song? Well, I don't really know. I mean, to me, the rapping on this doesn't really matter in a sense, because it's just essentially serving the song, and the song is catchy. But now, does that mean because the song is catchy and I like it, now it's a great rap song? No. So there's all these little wrinkles in my mind when I think about these arguments people are having online that I kind of lurk on. Every now and then I'll get on, just lurk. I don't say shit. I don't say shit. I got to a point where I just got sick and tired of people complaining about music. But every now and then I'll float around on different areas, like maybe Twitter or different subreddits, and just lurk a little and see what people are saying and just kind of go, oh, that's interesting. It's fascinating to me what we focus on, don't focus on, complain about, don't complain about. And I think really I'm probably subconsciously just trying to find out that I'm also not crazy for being upset about the things I'm upset about. But I like Go. Cool song. Fun to listen to. Let's go to 3. It's called Poor. It's the same producer. Z going crazy. Great. That's awesome. Because I was wondering, the transition was great. Great transition. But I was going to be surprised if it was a different, if it were a different producer, then the transition would have been even more impressive. But since it's the same producer, that makes sense. All right, let's jump in. Here's 3, Poured. Slower tempo already, a little bit of darker tone already, which I like. Always going to speed it up. It's like we're charging the battery that's running the Walkman right now. Slowly getting back to normal speed.
I'm going hard.
Did he slow it again? The production? I think he did.
Oh my God, I be kicking in the stars. I can't lose my shit, it's too max. Niggas know that I'm trapping like Max. Niggas know that I'm slack like Max. Bitch, I'm sipping on blueberry crack. Daddy nigga to part in my back. Porter for quaking, man, it hit like walk hard.
Yeah, dude. This is a fucking good one too.
Oh my God, I be kicking in the stars.
So in that verse, there, I feel like Lil Uzi with his rapping stepped it up a notch. The rapping was there. The flow was there. His vocals are a little more crisp and punched through and stuff like that. Well, I got to be careful not say, I don't want to say punch, because I think a punch in is when they record one line at a time, I think is the term for that. He wasn't doing that. I think on track 1, it kind of sounds like he's punching in one line at a time. But that one, it sounded like he did the whole verse beginning to end in one shot, which is that's what I prefer. I like that. I like that a lot because anytime I listen to somebody and you can tell that they're punching in where like the first word of the next line is kind of stepping on the last word of the previous line. All I think of is how are they going to do this live? Are they going to sound worse live, rapping this live? Because to me, that is so, so, so important. Somebody who can rap well live, it's just incredible. I still can't it's been almost, well, it's not quite a year, but in November, it'll be a year. I got to see Jid live last November. Amazing. That guy can fucking rap. Oh my God. So good. So good. Like, I was like, this dude's one of my favorites. No, he's always been somebody I've really liked, but that like bumped him up. I need to like rearrange my top 5 because I think things have moved around a bit in the last year or two in terms of who I really like and who is in that top 5, who I listen to and don't listen to. That's changed a bit in the last 18 months or so. Anyway, good rapping here by Lil Uzi Vert on that verse. Definitely, I like just the crisp energy. I like too that the production clears out a little bit, gives him some space. You can really hear him. That's something I think is important too. Sounds good. Sounds good.
Oh my God, I'm going hard. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm going hard. Oh my God.
This part I'm not as interested in.
Oh my God, I'm going hard.
Just because for me, somebody going hard, I personally usually associate like more energy or more tempo or more. And in here, I feel like we're just kind of a little slow on the slower side for going hard. So I'm not feeling it, basically. That's all. And it's not a big deal, but I'm just pointing that out. Can't believe I made it far. The geeking in the stars. Yeah, I like Pour 2. Let's see if it transitions into 4. 223, different producers. Kade, Chichi, however the fuck you say that, Alex Chase, and Wanakumi. Drops right into 223. We're just gonna let it roll.
Yeah. I got an ARP on me. I got a chopper that hold that 223. 223. 223. 223.
This is neat.
223. 223.
I like that hypnotic trance shit right there.
223. 223. I'm on that Miley Santa Juju beats. So many bad bitches, I'm a coochie fiend. on my slippers, yeah, I can't bullshit me. Yeah, 22T, 22T, yeah. Suck my dick, whoa, don't use 22 teeth.
Don't use 22
look like 2X teeth. I still got all my bitches where my ex be. Got a Glock.
I like the chilled out tone of this one.
Got a Glock with a switch, no XD. I got an ARP on me. I got a chopper that hold that 223.
Yeah.
223.
I loved his own backing vocals there. They were kind of like that high hum as they came into the chorus there. That was fucking cool. This is fascinating to me because normally with the trap scene, when it gets into that really repetitive stuff, it usually doesn't click with me. There's something happening here with this one. I think part of it is the production where it's kind of like got that, like the I don't know why, but this is, I don't know. Let me back it up a little bit because I really like just the feel of this chorus on this track.
Got a Glock with a switch, no XD. I got an ARP on me.
The vocals right there.
223. 223. 223.
Yeah.
223.
It's this.
223.
And the echo in the vocals. Yeah, dude, I like this one a lot. I like 223 a lot.
I'm on that Miley Santa Juju beats. I got an ARP on me. I got a chopper that hold that 223.
Yeah, dude, I like
223.
This is cool.
223.
I'm gonna do something you don't normally do. If I can do it right. I just set it to loop on this song. I just want to see how it dumps into itself.
I'm on that Miley Santana, jujubee. Don't never say I'm crazy, I'm crazy. Yeah.
A cool song. I like the little sound effects there. Oh, it kind of fades out. Let's see how it loops into itself, though. Okay, well, that's too bad. I was hoping it would almost seamlessly fold right back into itself, because I kind of feel like this is one of those songs you can just put on loop for a bit. And I hardly ever do that. It's very uncommon for me. I'll listen to a song twice, sometimes. 3 times in a row, ooh, that's pretty rare. I would say this year, the only song that's landed in that category is Codeine Crazy by Future. I think I put that on 3 times in a row, maybe twice. I love that song. And I don't know, I've just kind of been into it this year. 4 times in a row? Never. With the exception of Ambient, which Ambient I feel like doesn't really count because it's not, we're starting to just get into more like sound rather than music, you know? That's something I just put on. Yeah, I never loop songs ever. But this one, I kind of wish it wouldn't have faded. I wish it would have just stayed strong, but I guess they're probably just thinking about the transition to the next song, which makes sense. But it would have been neat if the song literally on the production side dropped into itself and then you just put it on loop. That would be kind of neat. That should be a challenge for Slayer. Hey, Slayer, you got to make songs that both transition into the next song, but transition back into themselves too. A challenge mode for Slayer. I like 223. And I'm surprised because usually these repetitive vocals, like the repetitive lyrics, it's not usually that bugs me, but I like that one quite a bit. All right, let's go to 5. It's called Yoko. Z Going Crazy, good. Lil Dirty Cup and Super Manly are the producers on this one. Here is 5, Yoko. Oh, wow. Wow. It automatically makes me think of like the Ghost Mansion levels for the Super Mario Kart. Yeah, I'm totally picturing Ghost Mansion and those little white ghost guys flying around while I'm driving my Mario Kart.
I was on slow-mo, went on a drill on my dolo. My jury all relying Ocho.
I ain't Ocho, is that Ocho Cinco?
I'm so fresh, you just like hobo. Can I pay yacht, that's a butler. Open my door for a buck, it wasn't just in on your deputy.
Count up a yacht, that's a boatload.
I shot at home watching that boy, he said, I guess he bitch, he just work at the go-go. Give you the stick and her down like a porno. I got my gun, I don't care who behind me and suppers. I used to be neighbor with Vanji, my first.
No, I apologize. I'm going to back it up a little bit. I like that. Initially I was like, oh, it's different. He changed his voice. And then it kind of started to overlap. And I like that both has happened in that he's changed his voice to something that isn't what he normally sounds like, but then it's got this over. It just makes it a different experience. In this bass over here on this side, just going whoa, whoa, whoa. But I'm liking this kind of rapid flow, odd voice, overlapping. It's almost like swirling around type of a style of vocal.
50 on got like a pop with a rail. One of my shooter, I got paint on here now. One of my shooter, he feeling betrayal.
Ah, cool.
Got me feeling betrayal. This little dirty cup got me feeling betrayal. 50 on got like a pop with a rail.
I like this one too. These are neat little songs. Like, they're all just kind of unique from each other. It's got to be a Chad Johnson reference, yeah. Dude, this is a cool fucking little EP, man. I can see why people are having so much fun with this. I mean, what's the runtime again? 23 minutes? Dude, you just throw this on. Just throw it on. Just boom. Run right through. What's funny is there's a band I've been listening to a lot. Well, they released an album. Was it this year, last year? If you guys watch a lot of my videos, you've probably heard me talk about it before. Basically, the song is 46, or the album's 46 minutes. It's 2 songs. Each song's about 23 minutes in runtime. And both songs move around. Like, you could have taken both songs and essentially chopped them up into 4 or 5, maybe 6 songs. But I love that the whole thing is just this one kind of constant evolving ride. But it's funny because here we have an EP that's 8 songs, and it's about basically the same runtime as the one of those Con songs. But what I like is essentially this EP, how these songs are playing through. It's very similar to just one of those Con songs in that they're all just kind of their own thing, but they're slightly linked together in style. I like Yoko too. This is fucking cool. Let's keep going. I know I'm not really hitting on the lyrics. There's not a whole lot lyrically, in my opinion. This is one thing where I get kind of bored with trap because it's just like, I feel like I've seen lyrics like this 100 times. And so whatever, I ain't too worried about it. The Ocho line, Chad Johnson, has gone on record admitting to frequently wearing fake jewelry during his NFL career, despite earning nearly $50 million. Never bought real anything when I was playing. Never. What's the point? I went to Claire's. That's funny. That's funny. I wonder whatever happened to him. I hope he's doing okay. I get him and the other guy from the Steelers mixed up. What was it, 84? The guy that went like fucking crazy. And apparently he's already broke because he's got all kinds of kids with different girls and stuff. I don't remember his name. He was good too. Until he went crazy. Although maybe all those fuckers are already kind of crazy. Who knows? Let's keep going. This is called Gas Break. It is track 6. Z Going Crazy is producing again, which is good. I'm liking Z Going Crazy so far. I think this is the first time I've seen his name. I like Z Going Crazy. Fuck yeah. All right, here's 6. Gas Break.
I'm like the stars and Mars and Kaladi. I'm like the big bang little bitch, I like 2 atoms. I'm like the big bang little bitch, I like 2 atoms. He think he the one, I probably said 2 atoms. Yes, we got guns, we just gon' shoot at us. What you gon' throw the little belt in the boot at him? Bitch, I'm a star, I told you like 2 atoms. Bitch, I'm a star, I told you like 2 atoms. Brakes, cardiac crash the face. Name my phone, she ain't safe. Already smashed your babe. Percocet all in my face. I'm about to blast away. She get pulled up with a new body. She is my plaster babe.
My plaster babe.
She gonna masturbate. I want no pussy from side. Just smash her face. Whoa. I put some money aside like tax rebate. The model everybody eat, but somebody smashed the plate. Oh, babe, she on that Hathaway.
She on that Hathaway.
I'm just on that couch the way. Let's go. Why they tryna tap on my shoulder? I told her come right on over. I went BP on a rover. Wasn't BP, then I wouldn't have rover. Wasn't for millions, I wouldn't have chauffeur. Wasn't for one, then I wouldn't be total. Most of these niggas, I swear they be bogus. Skinny jean pocket, they fit for focus. Diamonds real big on the go.
Liking the vocals
here.
here.
Niggas be talking, they rest, okay, noted. Divas by the end of school, kill, he floating. Shot got your ARP, don't got no hook. Gas, brakes, cardiac crash the face. Name my phone, she ain't safe. Already smashed your babe. Percocet all in my face. I'm about to blast away.
I'm hoping verse 2 he does the same thing vocally, where it kind of pushes a little bit. Because he sounded good on verse 1. Really curious to see. I hope he does push hard on verse 2 again. I like that we hang here for a second.
She just got a new body. Poppin', I know it like nobody knew about it. She actin' like her, she don't got no new mileage. Pussy so deep, you can pipe a little flute at it. I just been probably like too much on 2 diamonds. My little bitch check cameras, oh my god, 2 Amish. I know the B up, you can't take the bull out of I be still get up, you can't take the bull out of I'm like the space in my body, I'm too at it. I'm like the stars and Mars and Kaladi. Bitch, I'm a star, I told you like 2 atoms.
The only thing about that second verse, and maybe he was doing it on the first one too, I just didn't notice, but I feel like he is kind of overpowering the production a bit, because I feel like I can't quite tell if he's on beat or not. Every now and then I wonder, are we actually on beat, or are we just like plowing through regardless of what the production's doing? So it's funny because here I just got done saying, oh, I hope it goes a little harder again. And it does go harder. And then I'm like, oh, well, no, it's overpowering. It's not. So apparently Lil Uzi Vert can't win here. But I like his stronger vocals like that. I think really what I'm trying to say too is what it the problem with if if it sounds like they're offbeat, whoever it is, we're just going to create like an imaginary scenario where, okay, yeah, the production's doing one thing and then the rapper comes in and just kind of goes hard over the top of it. It doesn't really sync up with the style or the vibe or whatever's going on. The reason why I don't like that is because it starts to sound like anytime it sounds like somebody's offbeat or they might be offbeat, or I start to question that, it kind of breaks the illusion of the performance of rapping. Because now I start to think, oh, are they struggling? Like, have they put too many words in the lines and now they're struggling to get through it? Are they trying to like get there, but they can't quite get there on time? Or is it just too busy or whatever? And so to me, it's rapping well is just a very delicate balance of so many little aspects. It's got it, but number one, always for me, it's gotta sound easy, effortless. Like you can just all day long, eyes closed, hands behind your back, just easy, easy, easy. No matter how complicated it actually is, it's always got to sound easy. As soon as it sounds like the rapper might be struggling with keeping up or whatever, it just kind of shatters the whole thing for me. All that to say, still a good song. Still a good song. Really liked how he sounded on the verse. And the second one, he sounds good too, but it's kind of overpowering, overproduction, which then puts me in the spot of, oh, are we on the beat and everything I just got done saying. So lots of words to say. Did I say anything? Did I actually say anything? Do I ever say anything when I'm saying all these words?
Of course you do.
Oh, what a nice lady to lie to me like that. How supportive, how wonderful you are to say, of course. You always say something so wonderful. I just don't need to use so many words to say it, do I? In here, a perfect example of using no words to say so much, she just goes. Okay, we've got 10 seconds left of gas break. I'll let it roll into 7, which is Say It Was. Producer, again, Z going crazy. Glad to hear a lot from this guy. Let's roll into 7, Say It Was, as we come out of gas break.
I want to shout out all my homies from my block. Recipe Stiz, I wish you could be here to see me take over the world. What if it really ain't what you said it was? What you said it was? If you really ain't never ever trust, how could you ever love? And it seems like I ain't letting up. This time I be flexing much. She be calling, I ain't texting her. 2 fingers, I bless her up. Ain't really what you said it was.
Yeah.
Can't make me faking much. She just want me for laying up. She just want to play and such. She want me to make it up. I'm just trying to stay in up. No, it really ain't what you said it was. What you said it was. No, it really ain't what you said it was. What you said it was. Like nowadays, I ain't saying nothing. I just got a face blunt. Like Shorty was a 7, but she still ate it up. Smoking at the panel 7. I be hot just like the heavens. Jumping on the Jefferson. Forgot the impulse, not the bands in. Really, I ain't even taking mine. Nowadays, I ain't waiting up. Yeah, they want me get old, I ain't waking up. Every time I do bad, I can make it up. And if I'm being honest, I'd rather save a dub before I save a dub. It really ain't really what you
Yeah,
said was.
dude.
What you said was.
I kind of like it when Lil Uzi Vert gets, every now and then he starts to just hint at a singing lane. Not a lot, but I like when he starts to move over into that space. He has there's something about his voice. It's not like he's an amazing voice, like an amazing singer voice, but there's just something about the tone of his voice and the way he can make his vocals kind of hang for a while. It's somewhat parallel to, Kid Cudi and how he does his hums and his ums and all that shit, because I really like that. It's like iconic in my opinion. And I like it when Lil Uzi Vert really just lets his vocals loose. Not so much of the rapping side, but just holding notes out there, stretching them out for a while. What is this? If I'm being honest, I would rather save a double before I save a duff. This could be interpreted as save a double before I save a duff, referring to golf. Okay. Double bogey And then a Duff has a bad swing. Here's a second. It says the more likely lyric from Uzi is save a dub before I save a dove, referring to money status women. Okay, maybe. Sounds like nobody fucking knows. So we'll keep going. We'll not waste any time with that.
I'm just trying to stay in the
That. I like it when Lil Uzi Vert does that.
Shit, it ain't what you thought it was. Yeah. And my niggas from my block know I'm really crazy in real life. Like, you know, like, how you might think, like, I be put on the act. No, I'm really bugged.
I'm really bugged.
I'm really bugged. I'm not a street nigga, want to be a thug. Left some street niggas covered in the blood. I played it cool, then Jay showed me to the plot. They thought that I was done.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So this is kind of interesting. There's one more song and it's called a bonus. But is this the deluxe version of the short EP? Is this the long version of the short album? Anyway, Bass Kids, Gabe Lucas are producing on London. Final track, 3 minutes, 11 seconds. The longest off the EP. Cool, man. I got hearts down the board. On this EP so far. Here's 8, London.
We rush it, G-Wagon like Russian. Can you tell I'm fussing? Don't want your trap is stumping. No matter, I'm touching. My pocket filled with mutton.
Does he kind of put an accent on his voice?
That's why I'm Uzi London. We rush it, G-Wagon like Russian. Can you tell I'm fussing? Don't want your trap is stumping. No matter, I'm touching. My pocket filled with mutton. That let you know I'm
a little bit. Just a tiny bit.
I need a water. Yo, bitch, I order. She like my aura. And when my talk's done, I'll be like, pull her. Catch you around the sun. She like me, record her. Then I cross the border. My closet enormous. No more Theodora. Met her at the Laura. She came in a plural. Her boyfriend, she's loyal. Well, she's kinda loyal. Cause she gave me oral. I can feel your sorrow. Miss me with that bullshit. Cartier forest. I might marry my own self. They like Uzi on that bullshit. Mine so tall, my bank thick. Came with storage. See everything just went on my eye. Just like Saurus.
Michael Jackson owned a pet chimpanzee named Bubbles, which Uzi refers to here. Double entendre, monkey on my back. We said the show an addiction or stubborn problem. Yeah. Okay. I didn't know Michael Jackson had a chimpanzee.
No matter, I'm touching. My pocket filled with mutton. That let you know.
Look cool too, man.
That's why I'm Uzi London. That's why I'm Uzi London. That's why I'm Uzi London. I swear like I am supposed to, man. I swear I showed you everything that I had to go through. I know that I'm really the one. Nothing can break me. The hate really made me. Someone come save me.
I like the little hangs right there.
That let you know I'm clutching. That's why I'm Uzi London. We rush it. G-Wagon like Russian. Can you tell?
Yeah, I like this too, man.
Don't want your trap is stumping. No matter, I'm touching. My pocket filled with mutton. That let you know I'm clutching. That's why I'm Uzi London.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. All right. Well, it's a great start to this Attack of the EPs weekend, man. That's a great start, dude. This came out Friday afternoon, so I didn't have time to sit down with it. And then last weekend I was tied up. I was doing stuff with the whole family. And but yeah, I remember checking online and people, oh man, this EP is great. This EP is great. It is great. It is. Now here's the thing, right? Like I said at the beginning of the thing, people arguing over good rapper versus good writing versus, well, that's what I was saying. Is this the best writing I've ever seen in my life? No. Is it the best rapping I've ever seen in my life? No. But they're catchy songs. It's a cool EP. It's a fun listen. And so this is where I feel like terminology gets mixed up, right? Because I am happy to say, I'd say, yeah, this is pretty fucking good EP. But Does that mean it's good rapping as other people might define rapping? No, but it doesn't matter. That's not what we're on about. It's not what we're on. I don't know why I'm like hung up on this. I think it's because I did put out like one tweet to just kind of slightly throw an idea out there amongst all the arguing. But I feel like people, they get hung up on the idea of somebody saying, oh, this person that I listen to who has made great songs that are really easy to enjoy, now they're saying that they're bad. No. You know, the person that immediately comes to mind almost every time this type of argument comes up is Kurt Cobain. So many people talk shit about Kurt Cobain and how his guitar playing was pretty basic. The songs were simple. You could go to any guitar store and pick up a book on how to play guitar filled with Nirvana songs because they're easy to play. So he's not a good guitar player, right? In terms of guitar player. But it doesn't fucking matter. That's not what it's about. I mean, you can care about that if you want to. And of course, there's arguments to be had in that direction. But it's all about the song and serving the song. And so if somebody says to you, your favorite rapper sucks, first of all, you shouldn't even care at all. Step one, don't care. But step two, like, they probably don't even realize, what they're actually saying. Because are you talking about rapping strictly as rapping? Are you talking about the songs aren't any good? Okay, well, that might not have anything to do with rap. Are you talking about the writing? And is it too complicated? Is it not complicated enough? Does it not have a message? Is the message too heavy? Like, there's so many branches that go off every single, part of this tree of actual discussion if people want to actually have a discussion. And that's really the thing. I think for the most part, from what I see, at least online, I don't really think people really want to have the discussion. They just want to say, my shit good, your shit bad. That's it. Which is why I've become so uninterested overall in all those debates. Because I do feel like it's a waste of time. It's just, your favorite band sucks. That's it. It's still one of the best t-shirts I've ever seen ever. Although, after the whole thing a couple months ago, it made me think of a t-shirt that would be really fun to like print up. And all it would say is, your favorite rapper ain't even top 100. Oh, shit. Because people would get mad. But that's what's so fun about it. And I guess really that's the thing. It's not about having a discussion or a debate. It's just about fucking people up, right? Getting them all cranky and triggered and mad online and getting a chuckle out of it. Whatever. Cool EP. Cool EP. Fun to listen to. I didn't really touch on lyrics. In my opinion, lyrically, there's not really a whole lot to dig into. He says some funny shit, but for the most part, it's pretty typical, stereotypical, cliche, trope kind of trap lyrics. Yeah. He's having plenty of sex with other people's girlfriends, and he's got his lean, and he's got his jewelry, and okay, cool, very cool. But overall, like the production. What was the producer who I've just really been enjoying on this listen? Z Going Crazy. Did a good job with the production. Cool style through the EP. Just fun to listen to. Even Lil Uzi Vert moving around a bit. Had a couple verses where he's pushing a little harder. A couple verses where he's chilling out. Maybe almost singing. Fun to listen to. The only thing about this weekend that's going to be a challenge is I'm going to sit down with who knows how many EPs. And hopefully I like them all. But then, well, fuck, now I got to try and listen to them all again. That's going to be hard. Poor me. Oh, poor me. I'm going to have so much music to listen to this weekend. Oh, how terrible. All right, y'all. Take care. We'll see you soon.